Alright, now we have a space ball to solve a puzzle that's going to turn into a battle somehow. This game is Space Uncharted. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Jack Chappell. I'm the game developer for the upcoming game Attica Origins. And today we are going to be reacting to Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order, I believe it's called. Now, just a heads up, I don't know anything about this game, so what you're going to be seeing is my actual reaction to the game. Meaning that I don't know what it's about, I don't know what the reviews are, or nothing like that, okay? So this is just me solely reacting to it. Now, I have played some other Star Wars games. I mean, going all the way back to when I was a kid, I used to play Battlefront on my PlayStation 2 with that, like, external internet adapter for the PlayStation 2. So I did that, and, you know, I've also did the demos for Star Wars Force Unleashed and the new Battlefronts. The new Battlefronts were decent. I know that they got a lot of hate for the loot boxes and stuff. The games were decent from what I played, and so was the Force Unleashed. They were not my favorites, but they seemed good. I didn't buy them, but they were good. So anyways, let's just jump right into this reaction here for Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. Okay, so you get to pick what kind of player you want to be, a Jedi Knight, a Jedi Master, or a Jedi Grandmaster. Is that right? Oh, that's obviously the difficulty level. Okay, I see here. So, yeah. So that's just a quite... Oh, that's some nice UI there. This is a nice user interface here. It's really nice. I'm actually doing something similar to that where the user interface is actually like a 3D user interface, while a lot of them, a typical user interface is just a 2D kind of panel that the user sees, and then you just click the buttons. But a lot of new games I've seen recently have been more 3D, so it's more immersive and shows more about the world. Wow. Wow. Really? If we jump into this... Is this the whole world here that we're going to be playing in? It's pretty big. Looks pretty big. This is really impressive, by the way, having this all done in one take.
But the boss wants a word. It'll be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
That must have taken a while to render that giant world that we just saw.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
Wow, Cal. Well, it's a score. That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Well, look at this little thing here. Like, look at how his hair is moving.
Okay.
It's reacting to the wind. It's really attention to detail here. Hair is something that, you know, I'm not gonna really have too much hair physics in my game, but you could see that his hair was just kind of moving with the wind, or I guess, and it was really nice effect there. Wow, this world is really cool so far. Has a little...
Sorry, Cal.
Okay, it's interactable. All right. Seems a little bit like a 3D platformer right now. I really don't know what this game's about. Looks like a 3D platformer at this current second, where you're just kind of going linearly through a level.
Up here.
Wow. Wow, this is a cool sequence.
Look at that. A separatist ship.
I love all of the fog that's actually hiding all of the all those static meshes, all the lower quality static meshes. Like, fog is a very powerful tool to help save computing power, so. But the game looks great so far. This looks impressive. I don't know what's at the bottom corner there. Health bar? So you're just some sort of like mechanic or construction worker or something, and you're getting called out of there. Oh, don't get it. All right, nice dodge there, big dude.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
So far, there's been a lot of trigger events. So trigger events are something where there's actually a bunch of invisible boxes all around the level for the most part. And usually what happens is that when a character moves into that invisible box's space, it will trigger some event somewhere else in the level. And so what we were seeing here is a bunch of times, when he walked through that doorway, all the barrels fell. So that's a trigger event. And that's because he walked through that invisible box or that invisible pathway that you don't know as a player.
You are not approved trash.
And trash? Just not approved trash.
All right. Not bad dialogue, too. Not bad. This game looks good. Wow, does he have interactive, looks like he has environmentally interactive clothing. Like, you can see how the water is making his coat his cloak shiny and wet. That's not in a lot of games. I mean, I guess now it is for AAA games like this is, but again, not an easy thing to do. Oh, climbing mechanic, obviously. Okay. This climbing mechanics... Or this one looks like, yeah, you're just climbing a wall there. Okay.
We're close to finishing ahead of schedule. I can just about taste the credits.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like it just has a typical line trace climbing mechanic, which is what I have in my game. So right now, too, is that how climbing systems typically work is that you also have invisible, like, cylinders going out straight from your character, or, sometimes up if you're climbing up. Sometimes there's a big sphere. Depends on how you want to do the climbing system. So right now, it looks like in this game, they put in a bunch of sphere traces. And yeah, by the way, that's how a climbing system works. You have a bunch of invisible spheres going forward, and pretty much your computer every quarter second, tenth of a second, whatever they wanted to put the time frame as, it checks to see if that sphere or cylinder is actually hitting something that you can climb, and if it is close enough, and if there's a bunch of algorithms in there, and if that all gets approved, you can click a button and you can climb. So that's how climbing systems work. A bunch of invisible stuff happening that the player does not see. Balance mechanic. Okay, is it possible for the player to fall off here? Interesting. By the way, look at this level design. Wow. This is a really big immersive level. I mean, we've gone through all these parts of this ship, and there's still so much more that you can explore in it. Every part feels different. Every part feels good. So it is both easier and more difficult to make. Wow, look at the detail on the character there. Look at the camera change too. This is
just passing through, guys.
This is a real solid first level. So it's harder to make smaller levels in the sense that everything has to be more detailed, but it's easier to make it look good because with big giant open levels, you need to kind of think about optimizing and make sure the game doesn't crash. When you have a bunch of smaller platform levels like this, where only the player can only go on, a small percentage of what's in this level, it's a lot easier to make it look high quality. Wow, this looks good. Look at this lighting. Wow. All right, this looks like a good game so far. Obviously, no powers, no combat yet, but in terms of look and feel, this is a 9. This is a 9. All right, dark room. Something bad gonna happen? That was glitchy. What? All right. Don't know if that was a glitch or a feature, but we'll keep moving forward because this game looks really good. And isn't this like the bad guy hallway? Oh, there's R2-D2. Isn't this like the Darth Vader kind of hallway? Am I wrong? I'm not a big Star Wars person at all. Whoa, that's a cool effect. Okay. Oh, that's a...
Mark well and listen.
That's a Jedi.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
I like the music too. It's typical Star Wars music. It's nice. Wow, high quality cutscene here. That no, that looks like a female Kylo Ren, something like that. It's probably new IP, so it's probably nothing to do with the current Star Wars universe. But yeah, it looks like a female Kylo Ren.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
Second sister. I don't know if that means anything.
Dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi order.
Oh, so we're a Jedi.
Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face.
We're either a
summary
Jedi or like we're going to become a
execution.
Jedi or something like that.
I think it's time someone came forward.
No.
I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
This game's giving me the feels. We're Jedi.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it. To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
We're a Jedi.
This, a lightsaber.
I found the Jedi!
Oof. Well, that wasn't too smart of the bad guys, but...
Checking out the disturbance.
Oh, that hurts.
Wow. This game gave me the feels early on.
How'd you get here?
Easy now.
Got us.
Nice! Alright, so... we got a lightsaber. This is good. Lightsaber looks good, too. This looks like a... by the way, this looks like, just based on the camera work, it looks like an Unreal Engine game, but it feels like either an Unreal Engine or a Unity game, but I could be wrong on that. I've gotten those right in these React videos like 80% of the time. This feels like an Unreal Engine video based on the camera work, so...
Contact confirmed. Shoot to kill.
oh, nice. Alright, good parry system. Alright, combat system looks okay. There's a decent parry system with a lightsaber. Oh, you deflected right back at them too? Okay. Another great triggered cutscene here. This game, so far, this
Can't be good.
this is a fantastic opening level. This is... wow, this is very immersive. This is one of the best first levels I've seen in quite a long time. Quite a long time. Look at the scale of this, too. All the moving parts. This is difficult to program. Use the Force. Oh, poor worker bot. Let him go. Good.
Going somewhere.
She also has
Recognize that stance.
a weird looking
Perhaps you had
lightsaber.
some training after all. Who was your master? Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps. What Jedi gave their life so that you might live?
Fight time! The second sister. Oh, and this is a boss battle.
You can't run forever.
This looks like one you're supposed to lose. No? What's interesting is that, yeah, typically with boss fights, they're much different than fights with other characters because they pretty much rely on timing in one way or another, which is either timing, which is parrying or evading or blocking the boss's attacks, and then using that parry to actually deal damage to them. The second is, well, I guess pretty much avoiding their attacks altogether until they have some sort of cooldown, and then you go attack them. And the mechanics for boss fights are fairly typical across pretty much every single game that's like an action-adventure game. So this one looks... Cinematics in this boss fight look really good too. I'm impressed with this. Honestly, man, I don't know what the reviews are for this game, but I'm guessing they're pretty good based on what's happened so far. I'm guessing they're around a 9. That's what I would give this so far, a 9. But again, we're not that far into the game, so I don't know. No, don't let the second sister catch up. Why does she walk so slow everywhere? Why do bosses do that? They're like, oh, I'll get you at the end of the game. I don't put that in my games. I just feel like that's a little... I feel like if a boss wants to kill... Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say that, because there's one part of my game where a boss thinks they've killed someone and then they actually haven't, so... Whoa. Alright, see? Look! See, boss doing the work. Boss is going to work, didn't let him just run away. She wants to hunt this guy down. She shook off. Awesome. You know what? The dialogue in this too
You too.
is really good.
Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
This feels like a movie. I kind of forgot that this was a video game.
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
Captain.
So you're the last
Set a course for
Jedi.
Bogano.
Aye.
Look at the hair physics. Man, I'm not going to get over the hair physics in this game. It's
In the
good.
meantime, try and relax.
This...
Go, you're safe.
First impressions, man. This is something that's quite impressive. I'm guessing lots of people worked on this game, and it's not a small Star Wars game. Because I haven't really seen this game much, and I was just told to react to it.
Move on and live your life.
Looks great.
Find your destiny.
Overhead slash unlocks a powerful strike that is deadly against weaker enemies. Alright. So it's got a skill tree too, so it's got some RPG, action RPG aspects to it. Alright, I'm digging this. You know what, this game's kind of reminding me a little bit of like Uncharted a little bit. And obviously there's so many differences, but in terms of it's a big world, but you're kind of going on a linear path for the most part with some RPG aspects.
No mention of Cordova.
That's kind of what it reminds me of. There's lots of climbing and exploring and kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Star Wars Uncharted, except the goal of this is to, you know, not just find treasure. I haven't played Uncharted in years and years and years. I actually forget if I played the first one or the second one all the way through, but I've only played one of the Uncharteds, and it was a really great game.
Waste of time. What is Crane playing at? Impossible that anything useful is in here.
All right, now we have a space ball to solve a puzzle that's going to turn into a battle somehow. This game is Space Uncharted. That's what this game is. It's Star Wars Uncharted. It's Space Uncharted. A lot of the puzzle aspects, a lot of it, it's just, it looks real good. Real good impression here. And there's this giant boss now. Oh boy. So I think that's going to wrap this video up, actually. So let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments down below. So here's my overall impression of it. Again, not knowing anything about this game until the reaction I just had. This looks like a 9 out of 10 game. There's, it's not, you know, it's a single linear action adventure with some RPG aspects to it. It has puzzles, fights, climbing. It's very platform-esque in a sense from what I've seen so far. Maybe that will change as if we were to go beyond or further in this game. But this looks like a really good story. It looks like a real good story. Dialogue is solid. I can't give it a 10 because it seems so far. I'm not a big linear path kind of person. When I play or make games, I kind of like more of an open world. Also, there was some texture popping and stuff, and some clipping and some weird stuff. But again, that was very minor in the grand scope of things. It's just a lot of those minor things just kind of added up to like 1 point off of a 10 out of 10, like would recommend this to everyone game. But this is I'd say a 9 out of 10 from what I've seen so far. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And one more thing, I guess some quick announcements here. Is that My Game Attica Origins, there's a devlog coming out about that soon. And I've had to make some big changes, but they look... I'm excited to show you guys the intro and some of the cutscenes, and I had to rework the whole quest system. That'll be in a devlog, hopefully out next week. And second, the biggest announcement is that I will start doing a podcast or kind of gaming news kind of videos in the future and podcast. I'm setting up the website so that the podcast will be available hopefully next week, so everything looks good. So I'm going to have this website. I shouldn't say the domain name yet because I'm still setting it up. But yeah, so next week, expect more videos probably and more gaming news related videos rather than just React and devlog. So I'm going to try to pump out as much gaming content for you guys as I can. So for now, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a ton. And hit, what is the notification bell or whatever, so you get notified. I don't know. I've never hit that on anyone. But if you want to hit the notification bell. I don't know what that does, but click it anyways. Then you can know when my videos come out. If not, hopefully YouTube just recommends it. And that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.